Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for right.
It is worthy to note that on the 6th day of April 2021, the refineries front NNPC had made a good on its promise to rehabilitate the refinery in Port Harcourt by pushing through the procurement process, culminating in the signing of $1.5 billion for engineering, procurement, and construction, which is EPC agreement, a process that was transparent, which spurred for the complement rehabilitation of the Port Harcourt refinery, and the flag up of the construction was done on the 7th May 2021. The recent trend of tagging every public servant who is holding office criminals and thieves, it's something that is worthy to be discussed today. As a civil society organization, we feel that as Nigerians, we are supposed to complement each and every person's efforts in making sure that we get the good dividends of good governance. And let's put it out straight, that tagging of every public servant, criminals and thieves is unpatriotic. You will recall that upon the removal of fuel subsidy, which resulted to hike in price of fuel to 617 naira, at that time, the exchange rate of $1 to naira was 750 naira. But today, with the current reality of flotation of naira, the dollar has doubled that amount, which has affected the society negatively. It is notable to state that despite the rise in exchange rate of the dollar to naira, the GCO of NNPCL has consistently prioritized the yearning need for availability of PMS. That's fuel that we talk about commonly, even though IPMA has frustrated this effort. However, with the NNPCL and the Refineries Rehabilitation Steering Committee's dedication to revamp and re-operationalize the Port Harcourt refinery so as to boost the daily petrol supply by a sum of 11 million liters to 15 million liters by this August. Of course, that was the promise that was made to Nigerians, and earlier on the date was meant to be March, and later on this date was postponed for August. So we are expecting, as a civil society organization, that by the end of August, that the NNPC's promise that the Port Harcourt refinery will kickstart its activities will come to pass. Certainly, there will be full availability of PMX in this country. However, with the NNPCL and the refineries rehabilitation, however, as we recently reviewed Mr. Kyari, an incredible, laudable development that should be applauded and celebrated by all. Perhaps for previous promises by the NNPCL to conclude the Port Harcourt refinery rehabilitation project within the previously speculated date, the most recent being by the end of March, which unfortunately didn't happen for obvious reasons. We are distraught and concerned to observe and notice the disparaging comments from various quarters sponsored by some high-profile business personalities in the oil sector. These comments are widespread and a lack of confidence in the NNPCL's sincere efforts to deliver within the latest stated record time, which is August. It's against this backdrop and to support the efforts that our civil society organizations in its coalition wishes to state the obvious very clearly as a matter of utmost importance, that Nigerians should keep faith in the said promise by the GCO of NNPCL, Mr. Kyari. The Port Harcourt refinery rehabilitation project is ongoing and possibly further collaborates the reinforce of promise that was made of Port Harcourt refinery's readiness this August. Nigerians seems to be losing patience, which is undoubtedly valid. This has necessitated our swift action via this current press conference and media engagements and conversation in various forums to bolster and deepen and as well manage stakeholder confidence in the rehabilitation process, bringing much needed positive publicity, appreciation, encouragement, and endowment to the good work of the NNPCL, which is justifiable by the recent submission of IPMA. When we say IPMA, the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association, the controller of the IPMA came on national television a week ago to state the obvious reasons that it is very, very glaring and clear that the NNPC is doing everything possible to make sure that the price of fuel is stabilized and the Port Harcourt Refinery will kickstart its activities. We took this bold step knowing fully well that to whom much is given, much is expected. As a coalition, we believe that this humongous amount of monies were handed over to a company to handle this project. And having failed the first date, we were those that were on the front line that the NNPC should give us accountability on the process that is ongoing. I think with this question that you've given, there will be need for us to also have a facility tour to where the project is ongoing, so that we can understand the level of work and who is actually delaying the completion of this project. Because, of course, I think the availability of PMS in the country is one of the highest achievements that the common man will benefit on the street, because that affects transport fare, and of course, it, in one way or the other, is linked to the reduction in price of goods and services. So we believe that the August deadline that we have, of course, we've said so many notable achievements of the GCO. We applaud him, but as a civil society, we're also agitating that there is need to go to this facility so that we can see the level of work that is being ongoing as a regard to the contractors, so that we don't have another shift in date, because we know that Nigerians are already losing hope, and they are very, very impatient in this regard. But I think we are calling on Nigerians to calm down tension so that proper facility tour can be done, so that we will know where the hitches will come, if and only if the date for August will fail.
Everybody is not so convinced about the new dates being given by the contractor handling the project. But however, we shouldn't throw away the baby with the water. We are requesting from the GCU and the management of NNPCL on what is actually happening on the site. So as a civil society organization and a coalition that we are vividly ready to go on that facility tour, so that we'll be able to give Nigerians the feedback of what we saw or what we are seeing on the site.
The NNPC has undergone a lot of progressive reforms towards accountability, transparency, and nation building, which includes the publication of financial and operational reports, publication of audited financial statements, the passage of the Petroleum Industry Act in 2021, that was during the Buhari administration, the Ajekuta Kaduna Kano Gas Pipeline Project, we call it AKK, the rehabilitation and upgrades of Systems 2B Facility Atlas Cove Depot Optimization Project, the current rehabilitation of the NNPC towers, the upgrade of 5 NNPC jetties to international ships and port facility security code. We also look at the remodeling and completion of uncompleted 4-story research technology and innovation building in Abuja. More also, we believe the NNPCL and Nigerian oil industry needs the overwhelming support for Nigeria and various civil society groups, especially in shaping the public opinions on the working and mandate of various stakeholders in the sector to reduce the numerous conflicts.